Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is brought to you by Christopher Lee Jones, author of the book Mars Mission 1: Surviving the Kessler Effect. On this video, I'm going to show you the solution to a problem that we all have with the Cybertruck. This is the mirror that comes with the Cybertruck. It goes here. I replace it with this one, a bigger one, right? You can see the difference in size. However, that alone doesn't fix anything. Why? Because if you look in through that mirror, you can notice that there's really nothing you can see behind the truck, especially when you have the tonneau closed. When the tonneau is open, you see a little bit, but not much, because there's a very narrow window on the back of the Cybertruck back there. But this mirror, what it solves is exactly that problem. And this is how it does it. If I turn it on here, you can see that now this mirror is showing us the back of the Cybertruck. Anything that you see behind the truck, you will see through that. It doesn't matter even if anyone is sitting behind you, it won't block the view because that is using a camera that is mounted on the back of the Cybertruck. Yep. So how do you get this thing installed here? Well, you can follow the instructions of the manufacturer, but basically what you do is that you pull on this part here that covers the connections to the cameras that are in there, and there's a GPS antenna inside there. But it's very simple. You just yank it out and you have access to that area. Once you tap into that area, you're going to plug in the cables that are for powering the camera and sending the signal from the camera to the mirror here, which is really a monitor. And it comes with a second camera, which is this one, the front camera. So you can literally swipe and have a view of the front, or have a view of the rear, or split view of both. That's how cool this is. So when you're looking at this like that, how did we get the camera connected to the monitor that's inside this mirror? Well, you run it through the edge here and tuck it behind the Alcantara here. Very simple. You run it all through that part there, and there's a tiny part back there where you can actually see the cable. But that's about it. That's the only place where you really see the cable. And after that part, this is what we do. You can't see the cable through here because I tucked it underneath here and I passed it between these two parts of the car. And then I ran it all the way inside through here, my rack, and connected the cable all the way to back here. And this is the camera that you're looking at. The manufacturer, they actually say that you can install the camera back here, below the hitch area. But I decided to mount it up here because I have the rack and it gives me a higher view of what's behind me. In this case, we just have that part here, but you could see from looking at the mirror from any angle, it doesn't matter what angle you're in, you're gonna see fully exactly everything that is behind the Cybertruck. Not only that, this mirror also has a micro SD card that records everything from the front and rear camera, so you can have any evidence in case there's an accident. And it also has a watch. You can see the clock over there. It tells you the time at the same time. And it is optional. You can always just turn it off and use it as a regular mirror to look at yourself or look at anything that you want that is behind you as a mirror. Otherwise, you can turn it on. I have it set up so that it turns off automatically after X amount of time, but when the car is idle for over 30 minutes, it just turns off. But I can also turn it off manually, hitting that button below. So that is the Hansshow rear view mirror with two cameras that you can install on the Cybertruck. That is a Cybertruck, and this is a Cybertruck. Mine has that custom mirror, that one has the standard one. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like from that one. You see the difference between this one and mine. This one without the monitor, it's basically that. The tunnel is actually open right now. I don't know if you can see, but that is the extent of the view that you have compared to the way that it looks from mine. And of course, if the tunnel is closed, for example, like I'm closing it now here, you can barely see anything. But compare that to this. This is what it looks like when you have the mirror screen turned on. However, you can also turn it off if you want, and use it as a regular mirror if you want to look at yourself or the passengers in the back seats or whatever. You can turn it back on and continue having a perfect view of everything that's behind you. You can also swipe to the right to see the front camera, or you can actually also keep swiping so that you can have a split view of the two cameras, the front and the back. Well, there you have it. That was the new Hansshow rear view mirror for the Cybertruck that allows you to see behind your Cybertruck. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can get more videos like this one. Until now, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.